You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Wepa! What up, mi gente? This is your boy Al Mega. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders podcast. Yes, Mega is back after a very crazy New York Comic Con. Tons of fun. And now we're going to go back into talking comics with an amazing return guest. She had a successful Kickstarter the first time around for a book called Path of the Pale Rider. She is a martial artist. She is a comic book creator. She is a writer. She's about to rule the world of Kickstarter with this latest project. Path of the Pale Rider number 2, the one, the only, Laurie Calcaterra. Wepa, how you doing, homie?
I'm good. How are you, Al?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for returning. I see you kicked
Absolutely.
ass on that first project. Now you got
did.
another one out. Woo!
Yes. We smashed that one. What do we end up at? Like 116%, something like that.
Wow.
107 backers when all the numbers finally, dropped. So yeah, we did great. That was our very first Kickstarter ever. And now we're back with issue number 2. We're doing the same. We're, I think 9 days in and we're like at 70%. So we're on our way. And it's just my job now to tell you people where you can find us so you can come enjoy the shenanigans that go on in the story. That's crazy. And the last time I was on, Al Mega had his head explode a few times. So
yes. All right. So we got to get into that. Before we get into the new project, talk about that previous project. So you are saying it was your first Kickstarter and all.
Yeah.
So what lessons did you learn from that bad boy?
Oh, man. Don't panic.
Goes, oh.
Don't panic. It's okay. Kickstarter is its own animal and it kind of does the same thing every time. So if you know what to expect, you can control your anxiety when you get into there. If you haven't done a Kickstarter before, there's a busy part and then there's a slow part and then there's a busy part again. And that's normal. So that's typically what you see, and that's kind of what we're going through right now. But what's interesting, a lot of my rewards this time around are different because of what I was hearing when I was interviewing the first time.
Oh, check that out. So what were you hearing? I'm curious.
So when we got into kind of like the nitty gritty of the world building, and I remember we were talking about like some of the ethical things that can happen when you become undead. A lot of people were expressing that it would be a good world to do a choose your own adventure story. So I wrote one.
Hey.
And it's part of this Kickstarter campaign. So when you hear, you can actually like put the boots on, put the hat on, go into the wasteland in this book and like run bounties and see how long you can survive in this apocalypse. Most everybody dies. Don't feel bad. It's a choose your own adventure. You get to run it as many times as you want to.
You could save somebody.
Right. You see, there is a way to die, I think, on page 3. So it's pretty intense. But I did create a checkpoint halfway through. So if you get to that halfway through, then it's like if you die in the second half, you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. You just go to the halfway point. So I get it. Like no one go back to the saloon 25 times.
I love it. It's like those old school games. You die, let's start over at the checkpoint, please.
Yeah, at the checkpoint, not the beginning, because ain't nobody got time for that.
So how different was it to put together a choose your own adventure? Because as a kid, I used to love those little books when I used to get them.
Having never done one before, it was a little bit of a challenge just to make sure that I was keeping track of all the different lines, right? So it's like I kind of would brainstorm on a piece of paper and it looked like a mess where it's like, here's where we start. And then you could go here and then this one could go here. And like it looked like a tree, but it was like all crisscrossing and this could happen and blah, blah. And then trying to put that into a format. I was trying to use this Excel spreadsheet, but I was like, it was too confusing. And I just put it right into I use Procreate on my iPad to draw into letter. So I was like, I'm just going to start building it. Right. So I started putting the text in and then I could have the page number. So it was like, okay, turn to page 9. So then you would turn to page 9 and continue the story. You know what I mean? So I have an editor. She's making sure I didn't mess it up. So when you get it, it says turn to page 25. It's not going to confuse the heck out of you if the story is like you died. Like, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
You go into Tarantino, right? Start at this pace so you die
Yeah.
first, and then you know what
And you
happened and
die.
how you died. Right?
And I'll go back to the beginning and read again.
Awesome. So what other lessons were you being told about you should include in the next one type scenario?
We have a metal cover. And of
Ooh.
course, and the metal cover is really popular right now. We did a level last time called Immortality, where we would draw you into the comic and then squish you. We had quite a few people back that level. And I think we only have one person left to draw in, but everybody else has been drawn in. And a lot of the people in this Kickstarter are returning. So this time I opened up an additional backer level around that same price point because people are like, I'm already drawn into the comic. I need something different. You know what I mean? Okay. So then we opened up the metal cover. And then of course the Funko Pops. I only did,
oh my god.
Yeah, oh my gosh. These things are wild. So let me show you guys. So this is our cowboy Jude Sinclair. I only made one of these last campaign, and I expected to go, you know, it's the first time Kickstarter, you kind of like just throw crap at the wall and see what will stick, right? Okay. So I had a high tier level for a custom made Funko Pop for this cowboy, and someone took it. Like the second backer got on there, it was like mine. So I was like, okay. And then I'm listening, right? So then when it came in and I took pictures and I put it in like the fan group and on social media, people were like, excuse me, how do I get one of those? You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm listening. So I opened up the Jude St. Clair Funko for up to 50 in this campaign. And then I opened a new one, a new design, which is Big James the Undead Bear. So he's going to be produced in campaign number 2. Someone already grabbed that one. That one's gone. So there's one Big James and there's 50 Jude St. Clairs. If you're interested in Funko Pops, this guy does this man and his wife run this shop. They do amazing work. This looks like a legitimate Funko Pop box. You know what I mean? He custom makes. He's a sculptor and he hand paints everything. I don't know. You can't really see in here, but like Jude Sinclair is a cowboy in the apocalypse. Like he has a machete, he has a 6-shooter, he has like a utility belt and like all this stuff that he carries on his person because it's the apocalypse, right? He doesn't have like a car, he is a horse, but it's all on here on this pop and it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous looking figure. My gosh.
And they do the boxes themselves too. So I mean, he does, it's just amazing work. So I'm really excited to continue working with him. I've seen the prototype for the bear and it's gonna look so cool. Yeah.
You want to say, I'm sorry, there's an error and I gotta keep it.
Well, no, here's how this works, right? Because the singularity level, this is not the singularity level. The singularity level comes out in a white box. So if you go see, like I have pictures, the white box is the one and only collector's item. This brown box that I have, he's making for myself and for Marco. So this is like the collector creator series. So we get 2, you know, so this is one of 2. And then everybody else gets a bright orange box, which is maximum 1 of 50, but it might not be, you know what I mean? If only 10 people order Pops, then you're going to get a super exclusive 1 out of 10, you know, it could be 1 out of 4, it could be 1 out of 3. I don't know. It just depends on how many people go in and order the Pops.
Keep telling them speculators, they're going to love this exclusivity if they get something like that.
Absolutely.
Even with
if we run Jude again, we'll just change the design so you can get something different for, you know, like shoeless Jude. So in this campaign is the white box Big James, and then next campaign we'll open up the orange box Big James and we'll have a new design for a pop. See what I'm saying? So we're always going to open it up to the fans to get the Funko Pops, the collectibles. Just that white box is the very exclusive. That's always the first one that comes out. So if you're a big backer, you're a super backer, you want to come out and you want to grab the collectible stuff, you got to get there early because the lady that backed the first one, backed the second one, and she's super competitive and she wants them all.
You can't mess with a woman that wants something.
Oh man, if she didn't get it, she was going to show up on my porch. I was like, please let her have it. Like,
I suggest you get a PO box immediately.
Right? She's like, excuse me, you need to open up another singularity so I can have one. Okay.
Awesome. For people that are unfamiliar with what is Path of the Pale Rider, can you give a little brief synopsis of the story?
Yes, we are a Western apocalypse comic series. In this world, your body can die, but your soul remains, your soul, your energy, whatever you want to call it, stays trapped in your body as you decompose. So it's people, it's animals, it's insects. It causes just chaos on the world because we have overpopulation, we have famine, we have unrest in the streets. You have a growing population of chaotic and basically insane people because their brain is rotting in their skull, right? And then you have like government overstep, government failure. You have separation of living versus dead. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on. But our cowboy, Jude St. Clair, is 10 years into the apocalypse, and he's the last guy that's still looking for the answer, kind of thing. He's following all these conspiracy theories to see if he can still figure out what the answer is to the question, why do the dead no longer die?
Ooh.
And I do answer the question. Later on in the series, we have 13 episodes, right? We're in episode 2. I think when we get to around 10, I answer the question, like Jude figures it out. So it's a crazy ride. It's crazy. We have undead bears. All sorts of crazy deaths.
I gotta say, homie is crazy himself because 10 years and still seeking an answer. That's a stubborn man.
That's a stubborn man. Well, I mean, like you get to see his path because I do an extended flashback, so you get to see like where he was, how he first encountered things, and what kind of put him on the path to figure this out. Because just because the apocalypse started 10 years ago doesn't mean that he was always, it wasn't like instantly wasteland. It was like, okay, what do we do? You know what I mean? And people were trying to figure stuff out, and then it just rapidly became chaos, and shit hit the fan for him, and he was out in the world. So yeah, so you'll get to see all of that. I answer a ton of questions like, what happens if your head is detached from your body? Are they both still undead?
Ooh, I mean, does the body carry the head, or now they're two separate energies? Hey,
yeah,
would they still be one energy? Oh man, now you got me even more curious.
You'll have to read. And then what happens when you get burnt all the way to a pile of bones? Are you still there?
Well, it depends on the energy. Look at these questions over here. This stage is gonna blow my mind again, but it's true. Oh my God.
It's just so big that it's like we could touch something different every time we talk about it. And it's just, it's an interesting place. And again, we explore with the comic, and then we explore with the short films and the riddles too. So we do other stuff. Folks, yeah.
Let's give you a little tease of the trailer that's up for this Kickstarter, so you can see what's popping, because this baby is live now.
Yeah, and I want to apologize for the sound at the end. It's messed up, but this is the only copy I have. I went to fix it, and it got deleted.
Okay, we're gonna do that right now then, folks. That's the link. It's also at the bottom. All right. Now check out this awesome little trailer.
Hi.
I'm Laurie Calcaterra, writer and creator of Path of the Pale Rider. For you new folks, this is a Western apocalypse comic book series where the dead don't die. In this. See, in this world, your body dies, but your soul and your energy just doesn't leave. Meaning, all life gets to experience memory loss, indifference, violence, memory loss, emotional detachment, and even memory loss during the decay phase.
Damn.
I know, my husband. He had fun doing that.
Much more than just a comic book. If you scroll down to that section, the big picture, you're going to see a short film that we put together. It's Path of the Pale Rider fans. And you know what? You can participate in the next one. And last but not least, Teaching has a riddle to solve, where you can interact with the world itself. Don't you want to join the fun? Back us today.
I like to have fun with it. I mean, you got to.
Love it. Now that is a trailer. I'll tell you that much.
It's like Ferris Bueller at the end where he's like, "What are you still doing here? Like, go home."
Right? I am digging it. I love it. Look at this, folks. This baby, that's 71% of its goal. All right. Right now we have 54 backers with 19 days to go, and it's at $3,225. There we go.
Yeah.
So tell us what pops off from this baby right here. What is popping off in number 2?
Well, the Choose Your Own Adventure. Yeah, is a big one. And I'm glad it is, because not only did I spend some time, but it's a great way to interact with the world. There's some fabulous art on it.
Yes, there is.
I didn't post it on the Kickstarter yet because it just released it. But here, can you put up the PowerPoint?
Absolutely. Yep. Let me move mine.
Okay.
And add yours.
Okay.
Boom.
So this kind of is like the same thing. Well, first of all, this variant cover makes me laugh every time.
Welcome to.
He's going to a town called Santa Claus, and this just happens to be our Christmas cover as well. So you have a Christmas tree kind of like decorated in zombie parts. And it just makes me laugh because it says "Welcome to Santa Claus," even though it's like the most unwelcoming image you could ever see. So this is a popular cover. Like if you have a horror fan and you want to get them something cool for Christmas that you can't get anywhere else, this cover is for them. This one, he's coloring this one right now. It's so cool. We'll go through these just in a minute. All right, so here's the black and white spread cover for the Choose Your Own Adventure. I just want you to take a look at this, okay? So Marco DeFilo is our illustrator, and so he has like a cowboy on the horse who's rearing, shooting a zombie whose brain is coming out of his skull. He's got a chick standing on a car shooting the gas station, which is exploding, and you have zombies on fire, zombies cut in half with their guts coming out. You got up top, you got a zombie head on fire that's flying through. You think this is badass? Look at this, guys.
Oh my God! Let me get out of the way, because look at that. Can you survive? Whoa!
So that's the Choose Your Own Adventure. We call it Choose Your Own Path because you got to stay on brand, right? So it's a Western apocalypse adventure. That's Marco DeFilo's cover, and then the interiors are actually done by David Rodriguez, who you can see doing some of our variant covers, specifically the one that's on your background with Jude behind bars with half the zombie face. That's his work. He does some really awesome, like, look at the icon at the bottom, the skull. That's David Rodriguez's work. So this is just like the little preface before you start reading. It's like, hey, the death process is broken. Humans, animals, insects, they can all come back. Assume everything will try to kill you. Nothing is as it seems. And if you like use that logic, you're going to survive. Probably not, but good luck, right? I just want to show you guys this one. Like, this is a sneak peek into what you could possibly stumble into in this world. Just, death by locust swarm.
How nice, man. And then, so that's going to be a very weird looking zombie or undead person.
Can you imagine? They're just like, anytime they talk, just like bugs come out.
Yeah. Oh man. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Right.
That's all right. That's all right.
Right.
They
Say
just
it. Don't
randomly come out.
spray it.
Right.
A whole new way. Oh my God. Jeez. That looks
There's some cool
fantastic.
stuff. Yeah. I think I just released this today. This is our one of the t-shirt designs. One of the things we are introducing in issue number 2 that we didn't have in issue number 1 is American Sign Language. So Jude St.
Oh.
Clair, our cowboy, he double talks. So he'll say something like, "Yeah, that's great," and then like say, like bullshit, with his hands.
That's how
So
you
it's
say
like
bullshit. All right, bro.
he's playing poker with some dudes and like they're talking smack and he's talking, like he's that's great. And he's like, flicking them off and he's saying weird things with his
So
hands.
when he's saying those things with his hands, is he talking to someone else or he's talking to us? And that's kind of the fourth world.
Well, he doesn't break the fourth wall. He's saying it to that person, but that person is usually unaware of what Jude is doing. And that's why he does it. He just doesn't, he's just like, he'll just be like, call you a dickhead or something, to your face.
Oh, I love you, and do some shit like,
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, playing cards and just getting into trouble, you know what I mean? And then, of course, we have the POTPR in American Sign Language below that. So this is the t-shirt design that just got finished today. This is the not suitable for work shirt. You could probably get away with wearing it, but if someone knows what this means, you could get into trouble. So kids, you cannot wear this to high school. We have another design that's coming that's going to be a color one that is more appropriate for kids to wear at school. Because we have like a couple kids that are like high school age that follow us and like, no, you can't have this. Or you just can't wear it to school because I don't want that phone call. It's not my responsibility.
Well, listen, this interview here, Laurie is stating, do not wear this. So don't be coming back and trying to blame my ass when you get suspended, all right?
Right. Not my fault. Not my fault. You've been warned. This is a swear word. You can't wear it to school. Don't wear this to church, please.
Could you imagine?
So you might see stuff like this, in the comic, stuff like that. Like Jude's gonna be saying stuff, talking smack.
That needs to be a shirt.
I don't want to leave this one up very long, but obviously we're doing the sign language theme because since we're starting with it in this issue, this is the riddle. So if you can interpret this and solve the riddle and send me your answer, you actually get to interact with one of my characters this time. So last time when you solved the riddle, it took you to a place where you could interact with other fans. This time you get to interact with one of my characters.
Whoa, how'd you come up with that? What's popping there?
Ooh, I got all sorts of things planned, Al. It's like I got riddles that will take you to phone numbers that you can call and then you'll hear a message or get to leave a message. I have things that you can solve. There'll be a password to a website that I've created and you have to put in the correct password. It like hacks it and it will take you to like behind the scenes footage or stuff that I filmed that like it's immersive. It's like you're in the world. You know what I mean?
So cool and so different. Laurie, you're about to change the game, kiddo.
We can take this down now, I guess, because everything else is on the Kickstarter. But the short films are on the Kickstarter too. So
well, they are.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking at this baby. Again, look at you. Wow, gorgeous fucking design. Jesus Christ. I know. And the coloring, everything. You have built a hell of a team and a wonderful looking product. Let me tell you.
My team is just Marco DeFillo. That's the illustrator who does the interiors and the colors. I do the letters. And then we have a bunch of really awesome artists that contribute variant covers. So you'll see.
Gorgeous. Okay. Is this one of the short films?
This is about 5 minutes. So it's up to you if you want to play it or not. But
well, if it's 5 minutes, I don't want to crush the time. But this is also going to entice people to go visit. You know what? You need to visit, folks, right? You
want to see this? Yeah. I open up our short films for fan interaction. So these are fans that sent me a conspiracy theory video about what they think broke the death process in Path of the Pale Rider. So we put it together like it's a newsreel, and I'm a reporter interviewing people about what they think. It's super funny, and we always do some kind of a stunt in it. Like the last one, we were lighting stuff on fire, and we like shot somebody, not for real.
Hope
you know what I mean? And like there was violence and riots and stuff like that. It's a stunt, people. It's a stunt. It's supposed to look at. And then in this one, my husband ran me over with a car. So, yeah.
Oh wow.
Go watch
Y-
it. It's
y- Your
funny.
husband must have been having a lot of fun. Like, you know what?
He
You stretch
does.
me out. I love doing this to you
Yeah,
now.
it's like he lives his best life. He gets to love me and then run me over with the car. So it's cool.
Man, and this is the
Well,
art from issue one. Look how
right.
beautiful, black and white. Oh my God, look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Now we
And
need
there goes
like,
this mother. Holy
oh,
smoke,
just you
yo!
wait.
Right?
You scroll a little farther, you're gonna see that one in color, Al.
Uh oh. And here's the
Yeah,
new baby right
here's
here.
the new one.
Woo! Wow, what a cover too. Jesus, what's going on here?
Yeah. Look,
Who
I
did
know he's
this?
like stomping on a dude. He's got his gun smoking. There's the bear in the background, and then a person. I wonder who that is. You'll have to read to find out.
Huh?
Marco was telling you about this issue on his cover. It's not just a pretty picture. It's a pretty picture, but
Oh,
there's meaning behind everything he puts on his page, which is so cool, you know?
love it, love it.
Yeah.
And then here it goes. Look at these interiors, folks. So
Yeah.
there it goes. So does he still need the head
That's
to
an
see?
immortality backer from last campaign. That guy's head, and the one in the first panel, the one on the left. That
This
not
bad
that
boy
guy,
over
the
here.
one on the left, that one. So with
Okay.
the beard, that's an
Okay.
immortality backer. So it's like
Nice.
undead.
Wow. Look at this. But look at this work, yo. My
I
gosh.
mean, we would love to do this one in color. If we can get to the color stretchable this time, that's great. Like, I would be very happy if we could just skip the black and white and go straight to color. And you'll see why. Like Marco's interiors are beautiful. The black and white is very reminiscent of like Walking Dead and like westerns and washed out worlds and apocalypses. So it's great, but keep going. Like,
Look
oh,
at
okay,
this
by the
stuff.
way, this is the guy that he's been looking for all this time. He's been 10 years in the apocalypse looking for the answer. He's been looking for this guy named Dwayne Fink, and here he is, chugging
This guy
beer
over
and
here.
yeah, oh
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
the
You're
town
telling me,
drunk.
wait a minute. I need to know something here. 10 years is in, right? On this. How did
Yeah.
he manage to still get beer? Or is the
Oh,
whole
they
world
have
not
beer.
that effed? They still have
Someone's making beer. You
the
don't
world
think they're
comes to
making
sit, but
alcohol?
beer will never die.
They're making beer. They're making moonshine. Look at this page.
Oh wow. Holy smokes. Gorgeous. Oh, I love this. So when people when creators and artists do this type of stuff where it kind of breaks panel, I
Yeah,
love this. I love the look, everything. My God.
it's just
And
very
your
in your
lettering is on
face.
fire too, Laurie. What?
Thank
Check
you.
you out.
Thank you. Thank you. It's like I learned from last campaign too. Like I was pretty boring with my lettering last time, and now I'm just like it's more freeform and more like the shape and the size of the bubble kind of tells you, you know, the person's
Yeah.
mentality. Like Dwayne's bubbles are all just all over the place and like different shapes and different directions and not
You
very
could tell
standard.
you could tell you're a lot more comfortable now. Like you feel
Yeah.
like you're on the path, no pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. We're all on the path, right? And trying to get better at what we do. There's me
How-
looking hella scary.
what is that mask? Is that part of the world?
I was doing some promo photos. This is after I had made the armbands. This was
Okay.
for the first campaign when we were filming the riot scenes. All of my rioters had these patches with the armbands, right?
Oh, that's
And
so cool.
I actually used those in the campaign. So like the first, I think I had 12 with the armbands. So the first 12 people that backed the level that had the patch all got the ones that were used during the shooting. You know what I mean? So they got an actual memorabilia from the short film, which was cool. And then after that, I had extra patches. So it's like I can just hand out patches. But so that's what that's from.
And that's the big homie right there, right?
That's Marco right there, who has like glamour shots of himself. He has like such professional headshots, and I'm like, there's me looking angry, or there's me punching
Right?
things, and then there's Marco looking pretty. I was like,
You
that's
need to
not
put that
fair.
picture side by side and you're just staring hard at him like, how dare you not look as cool as me? Or you're trying to be all modelly.
It's like, wait, look at us, and which one's the friendly one, right? And it's like,
And there goes that variant cover that you see in the
yeah.
background. Here is the full look of
Oh,
Dead
did you
West.
notice?
Oh, look at that.
So you got a little message there for Dead West. Dead West is actually the original name I started writing this project under. But there's like 2 bands and a novel series that are you know, active right now. So I didn't want to compete with social media or get into like any kind of legal battle with the name or property. So I renamed the project, and I think Path of the Pale Rider is much more accurate, tells more about the story, about what's going on. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and David Rodriguez, man, killer,
I
killer,
know. He
killer
does
work.
great detail and gore. Look at those hands.
Yeah, yo, and you can immediately see that.
Yeah.
You need to make a pop like this with a half skull face. My gosh, that would be so
Noted.
dope. that
I'm
would be an
listening.
uber
I'm
collectible.
listening. Right. You never
What?
know. I could kill Jude off anytime. I mean, in this world, you can keep going undead.
Right? He's not the only Pale Rider. Let's see. And
It's true.
look at it, really big and nice. Look at this damn cover.
There's
yo.
an
Jeez.
undead squirrel in there, Al.
I'm looking. Wait,
There,
where is he?
right there, right where your
Oh,
mouse
there
is.
it goes. Oh no. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. You got feet and everywhere. Oh,
Oh
man.
man. The guy that do you remember from the first campaign, the variants, the orange one that was like the good, the bad, and the ugly? It had Jude
Yeah.
St. Clair's back with the smoking gun in the sunset. This is Everett Watkins. This is the same guy. And he did this one, and it was just so far out there. I was like, wow.
And like, yes, this is a cover. Give me.
I was like,
Right?
yeah, you're doing more of these. He's like, I'm grossed out by this, Laurie.
You're making me a sick person, Laurie.
I was like, that's how you know it's the right level of gore, sir.
Exactly. If even the artist is uncomfortable, now you know you hit the stride.
Right. This is Rich Parada.
Nice.
He's a friend of mine, and he's a professor of art in the UK. He's at the Confetti Institute. And he actually colored this on a live stream earlier today. So we'll be getting an update as soon as he sends it to me. So,
Ooh, send me that so I could add it and people can see how gorgeous it looks. This looks great.
Oh, yeah. He's such a professional. It's amazing to watch him work. Look at that.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Yeah.
And you know what? It goes to prove that Hellraiser bit off of you with what they did to Pinhead, because look what's going on here. They off of you with that new Pinhead. You see?
Yeah, with the trachea thing.
Yeah, how dare they copy Laurie right now? Oh my God.
So these are our stretch goals. I think I could tell you them off my head. So at 100 backers, I'm going to release the blooper reel to the conspiracy theory video. It was already super funny, but the blooper reel is like when we mess up and we like laugh on camera. It's a lot of fun. At 5,000, which is not that far away from our goal. Our goal is like 4,550. We get to 5,000. I'm going to send everybody a 5x7 print of that splash page with Big James.
Oh man!
So you can frame that or stick it on your wall or do something fun.
That's a frame, sure.
Yeah, 6,500. We're going to release issue number 2 in color. So we're going to skip the black and white and go right to color, which is really what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we could get there and push and get there. But again, if we don't, it's no big deal. We're gonna fund, and we're gonna have a black and white version no matter what. Like, you'll still get to continue the story. It's just that, we were hoping just to start doing color from the jump. But if it doesn't happen this time, maybe it'll happen next time. It's no big deal.
Yeah. I really love
7,700. We're gonna go back and color the first issue. So that's a page from the first issue.
And wait. And look, release it on a limited run, folks.
On a limited run. So
do you have a number? An idea?
I don't have a number. It depends on how many people are interested. I want to make sure the fans are happy. But it's like, we're only going to run it one time, and then you'll have to wait until like the trade is ready, because we're going to do, it's 13 issues. So I'll probably do like 4, 4, and 5 as the trade. You know what I mean? So then that whole thing will be in color. You know what I mean? So
Oof. What do you mean the one shot, the Skinner? What's that?
So in Choose Your Own Adventure, you come across this really gnarly character called the Skinner. And yes, every bit of that name is true. He's a badass mother trucker. So we're going to develop more of the story. And then one of my friends, Allison McGlone, she's a comic book artist as well. So she would do like an 8-page one shot that develops his story. So you could see like something else from the world. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily related to Jude's path. But it's just a cool story, it's a cool character, and you could see a little bit more. And then at 12,000, I want to see if you guys can help me get there, because I don't think we're going to quite get there. But this is fun. So I'll put on a red dress, and I will let you guys pick from my machete collection, because I have 3 machetes, or you can choose the sledgehammer. and I'm
Oh,
just gonna
damn.
destroy some pumpkins on Halloween. It'll be a fun experience for everybody, and it's like you guys get to
Wait.
pick which method of destruction I use.
Okay. We need to see you with
So,
the sledgehammer in a red dress, like that old dude that used to smash watermelons.
yeah, we were talking about him today. It's Gallagher. So I was like,
Yeah,
I think
Gallagher.
he needs to come back. Maybe I just need to start doing that on my TikTok and get viewers that way because that's just freaking funny. But
Laurie's
maybe what
gonna
I should
start the
do is
Halloween trend.
a promo picture, like me in the red dress with my makeup done and my hair done, and then a freaking sledgehammer with a pumpkin. You know what I mean? Like I'll give you guys a show of what I would put on for that $12,000 stretch goal.
What up, Brian? How you
No.
doing?
And then of course at 15,000, my friend Rich, who did that, the poker table cover, he doubled down on the red dress. So if we get to 15 grand, and he's good at these, he has done some wild stuff for other people's Kickstarters. So he's just gonna smash whatever he decides, but he will put on a red dress as well. And I'll probably laugh so hard that I will pee my pants. Hello.
And if you get that, that could be the $20,000 bonus where you could see the wet pants.
Oh God.
No, ooh, what is this? Oh, what is that?
That's the riddle from issue number 1. I didn't put the riddle for number 2 out there because I think it's actually easier to solve than this bad boy. When I was beta testing it, everybody was solving riddle number 2, which is good because I want people to be able to participate, but I'm not ready to solve it yet, people. I need the issue go out.
I would love
so
to.
There's riddle number 1. I'll put riddle number 2 on the next Kickstarter. So it's kind of that kind of thing. And then here's the short film from number 1, which is 2 minutes. So it's like the commercial for Pine Fox Undead Retirement Community.
Retirement.
And then this one is the short film, but the longer version of this campaign's short film. There was so much material that I got from people. It ended up being like 8 minutes. So I cut it down. So if the one at the top the shorter version and this one's the longer version, so you can if you want to see more of what strange things people said, of course it's there.
Yep, and all of these folks are on the bottom of the page, so all you gotta do is just click away, and I made your life easy, so you could join the groups and follow on the socials and whatnot. And let's get down with other than just the those are the big homies over here too.
Sam Vera just funded, like he's at 100%. So congratulations, Sam.
That's
I'm
awesome.
excited for you. He worked his butt off.
So Sam works hard. He really does.
He
does the thing. He does the drawing video. I'll be seeing Sam,
Yeah.
And look at this, folks. You know what I mean? You can start as easy if you're a supporter of comics. Start with $10 without a reward. But of course, if you want to start getting goodies, they start as low as $5 for a digital copy number 2. All right.
Digital copy. I have a lot of not a lot, but I have a small group of fans that are overseas.
Oh, okay.
So I can't ship to them yet because I'm not big enough. So please PDF away. You know what I mean? It's like every pledge helps, and I would rather you be a fan and be a part of the story than you know what I mean, than anything else. So
of course.
And
this is a sweet deal.
Yeah,
this is a sweet deal because you get number 1 and 2. You could play catch up as you read number 2. $47. That's dope. That's $3.50 a book. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me that's not a great price, folks. You guys are nuts. Go to Comixology. You still pay $5-6 for a digital.
For digital,
you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, you will.
Look at this. This is a deal. Then you get the zombie starter pack.
Yeah, so I'm friends with these other properties. So there's Sam and Trey, who are from Raise, and then there's Brandon from Avalon. And we just kind of made our own group because it's like we all kind of ran into each other doing promotions for Kickstarters, and we're all do zombie indie comics. So we just hit it off. So the guys were like, hey, if you want to do a bundle, you can put my PDF in there, use it for your campaign. And then if you like, and then you can follow them because they're kind of doing the same thing I am, which is like we Kickstarter and then we make an issue, and then we Kickstarter, we make an issue. Yeah. So, and they do fun stuff too. So, but if you like zombies, if that's your genre, you should check those out.
Gotcha. That's your jam. That's your jam. Look, for $10, now we get physical.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, folks. I would definitely not try out for American Idol. Don't you worry. Your ears are safe.
But here you can do karaoke whenever you want.
Right.
So
Alaroki, I'm gonna call it.
What? What? Okay.
I'm gonna call it Alaroki.
Alaroki. I like it. So then you have 4 levels at $15. This is basically physical copy, digital copy bundle. So you can do like Marco's cover, Everett's cover, the Rodriguez cover, and the Richness cover. I might have one more cover coming, a surprise cover from a big artist.
I was about to say, are we gonna have chicken dinner for real?
The winner chicken dinner. I gotta have fun with it. I like naming things. So yeah, that's our catch-up tier PDF and physical. So you can read it when it drops, but then like you can get your physical copy in the mail, and that's cool. You know what I mean? And then if you don't want to open it, you don't have to. But if you want to open it and like smell the pages and solve the riddle on the back, you can.
We need to smell the ink, Laurie. That's what real comic fans
I
do.
Absolutely, I do.
The circa 60s, I think, has extra things in it because it makes you feel weird afterwards. But anyway.
Yeah, I think they changed that formula.
All right.
The choose your own path.
Yeah,
that's the digital physical number 2, and then I'm signing the physical number 2, and then I'm also sending you a choose your own path, and that is a 60-page manga sized book. Nice. And it's full of chills and spills. There, like I showed you, it has David Rodriguez. It's not every page with art because it's a choose your own adventure, but like grislier deaths or things that I find funny. You're gonna get an illustration, and you can see like my kind of humor and my kind of horror.
And what I gotta ask, why go with the manga size on that?
Why not? I don't know. I just like the size of that. Mangas are popular. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
It was either that or there was a bigger size, and I didn't want to go that big. Like manga is just perfect for that, I think.
Yeah, nice. Carry it in the subway. People could hear you get all pissed off here in New York. It's like, damn it, I died. Let me go back. Checkpoint.
He's like, he's playing the choose your own adventure. I know his feelings.
Yes, I really want to do that. Now I really got to read this book. I think I want myself. Now look at this. I love when you guys do this because this is how we got to get you in the shop. So a nice wholesale purchase, $50 for 10 physical copies. Retailers, you can't go wrong. You cannot.
Get them on your shelf as a limited edition. And Marco's covers are beautiful, and they will draw attention. It's great.
It is. I mean, $50 wholesale, 10 copies of cover A for the shows. Then here goes the Immortality for $100.
Yeah. It's like now you're starting to get all the bells and whistles, right? So you get a physical copy that's signed by me and Marco. You get all the variants. You also get the t-shirt, which is the Jude swearing at you with his hands, or the other there's another one that I'm coming up with right now too for the t-shirt that is, like I said, it's not no swearing, or like you could wear it places and not get in trouble. And then a keychain. And the keychain I'm upgrading. I did like the standard plastic keychain with a picture in it. These ones it's an aluminum disc, and then it has a piece of leather that I'm stamping. So it's actually a handmade. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and my concentration was jewelry and like fabrication design and blacksmithing.
Laurie, what have you not done? Laurie's done everything. Film, martial arts, comic, creating, lettering. Jesus Christ. And I'm getting into the leather stamping business. You better watch out, folks.
I do lots of things. So I'm going to make some really nice keychains this time, but I didn't have keychain level. The keychain level last time nobody wanted it. I had one backer. So, I just figured I would throw keychains in as extra, and like I think it is an add-on. If you really want a keychain on some of the lower levels, you can add one. No big deal. But it's the higher tiers that are getting the keychains this time around.
Gotcha.
So metal cover, like I said, people are eating this up. Some metal A cover, and then a regular A cover that is signed, and then the digital copy, of course, in the keychain. So.
Oh, I love that name, Bones of Despair.
This one's a secret. It gets all the things, right? It gets all the things. The t-shirt, the keychain, all the things. If you're brave enough to dive into my mind, it's a physical item that you can put on a shelf. But the way I describe it is, in this world, when you think about it, if you're trapped in your bones, if you put this thing to your ear, can you hear the soul of the damned? Kind of like you put a seashell to your ear and you can hear the ocean.
Okay, the seashell of the
So
dead. I'm gonna call
you're
it.
probably going to get it and be like, wow, she's messed up. But that's what it is. And I'm not going to let people share this on social media. So if you get a Bones of Despair, just know that nobody's going to know what it is except for you. So it's something that I'm going to spend some time
Ooh.
on and really make interesting and nice and worked.
And get it done. This is limited, folks.
Yeah.
Limited. And of course, if you want that dope Funko Pop
Funko.
that she shared with us at the beginning of the show, right there.
Yep. T-shirt,
200
keychain, Funko, digital and
and the
physical
books.
copy. Bam,
Oof.
everything you could want.
And that's
Except
Uber
for
exclusive.
the choose your own adventure, which you can add on if you want, which someone did.
And all gone already. Look at this.
Yeah. Well, the early bird get the sticker was an early bird, so I ran it for a week, which is basically the physical copy, and I have a limited edition sticker that I run every time. So like last sticker, it was a picture of Jude and Prince that was color, and it was just like a very touching moment. And if you've read the comic, you know how that turns out. So I have the sticker designed for issue number 2. There's only going to be a few of those going out because not everybody hopped in there and got one. And then this one is gone. This is the Funko for Big James. This one also gets a Bones of Despair as well. This one is like all the things.
Ooh.
If I had a kitchen sink, I would put it in the box. You know.
Wow. There you go, folks. See all those dope options for you as the fans, exclusives, retailers. Laurie has thought of everything here. So you gotta back this project. And it's as simple, folks, as clicking at Kickstarter.com. Project's Path of the Pale Rider issue 2.
Yep.
Number 2. And of course, again, you have the option to get number 1. So if I were you, I would jump on this campaign like ASAP, because right now, again, we have 19 days to go out of a $4,550 goal. They have reached 3,225, meaning 71%. So they're almost there, folks. Let's get it done this week.
Yep.
Actually, tonight. Get it done tonight. Get it tonight because we need it in color.
Yeah, that we can push towards color, because that color, man, it's yeah.
It makes a hell of a difference, but the black and white art is just as beautiful. Let me say, because you definitely created a wonderful looking product again, Laurie. It looks gorgeous. It was a color or not, and it's hella fun. It's zombies, it's horror, perfect for Halloween, folks. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Perfect for Halloween. It's perfect. We have a Christmas cover. We kind of like check both boxes. So there's nothing.
The holidays are covered. Wait, we need a Thanksgiving cover. we need a Dead Alive turkey somewhere.
Put a turkey in there. That would be terrifying. Can you imagine an undead turkey? They're aggressive.
Let me tell you, that wing is gonna get that fork out your hand. Let me see if you like it.
Yeah.
Let me carve your breast. Let me see how much you like that shit.
It won't stop moving while you try and eat it. So.
Oh my God, I would die. Literally, I think I would join him in the undead. Like, all right, bro, I hear you, I feel you.
Like, I'm just gonna eat potatoes.
So I gotta know, Laurie, you gonna be doing any cons?
Actually, I am. I'm going to be at Cowtown on October 22nd and 23rd in Fort Worth. So you can come see me in person. I'm pretty fun, and I smile, and I don't bite. So you can come to my table. Actually, Marco will be there with me, so him and I will be at the same table hanging out. So you can see the both of us. So if you want to pick up a issue of number 1, I will have those available. We can sign it for you at the table. So it'd be cool. You could take a selfie.
Excellent. Is this the first time you're hanging out with
Marco? No, he lives about an hour away from me. So like the first time we met in person was when we were signing the issue number 1s for the Kickstarter. So we signed them all, and like we shipped them out, and like we went to a con together in Arlington. So we've done cons together before, but this is just, in October it's coming up. So it'll be fun. I'm excited.
Excellent.
I'm excited.
Excellent. So what's up with the next issues? Once this gets funded and out there, when's number 3 coming? When is the next choose your own event? In the spring. Okay. So you do this by season?
Not really. I think it just depends on how long it takes us, and like what's on Marco's plate, what's on my plate. But really, I mean, like I said, the first arc is done. We have 13 issues that are already written, and it's just basically catching up to where that is at this point. And I'm far enough ahead in the second arc. I've been writing the second arc. I'm 9 issues into that, and I think we're going to have about 12. So I'm almost done, and I know exactly where it needs to go. So I just need like a block of time where I could sit down and just write, you know what I mean? And then that one will be done as well. So then there's another 12 or 13 issues that we can do there. So it's just a matter of like, you know, getting Marco the funds so that he can work and continue being a full-time artist. He has, I think, 2 other books that he does. So if we're Kickstartering, he's focusing on us. And then when that one Kickstarters, he focuses on them. So it's a shuffle. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But I'm partnered with Charter Comics at this point. So that's a publisher, right?
How'd that happen?
It just happened. Like the week before our campaign went live, I met Chris Hayes on social media, and him and McLean McGuire are awesome. The 2 of them, they help a ton. So they help promote, and then you'll see me on Charter Comics website, and then they're helping me print, and they do all sorts of really cool stuff behind the scenes, like we could talk about later. But I mean, I'm excited for that. So it's like a little more promotion, and I'm going to get some opportunities to write other things besides Path of the Pale Rider. I have some other titles that I've done. We just haven't, produced them yet. But there's other stuff that's in production that are like, hey, you want to write some issues of these? Absolutely. Absolutely. Excellent. So if you're familiar with this series called Psycho Sal, issue number 1 is out. They're Kickstartering number 2 right now. I get to write 4, 5, and 6.
Hey, check
that one's out. That one's a cool series because 1, 2, and 3, it's about a serial killer functioning in New Orleans. Okay. And like 1, 2, and 3, you get the story from like the detectives that are hunting this serial killer, right? They find the body, they find the clues, and they kind of put 2 and 2 together that there's a serial killer, and they go searching for him. 4, 5, and 6, it's the same story, but written from the victim's point of view.
Oh, cool.
And then 7, 8, and 9 are the same story written from the serial killer's point of view. So you get to see kind of like all the moving parts of this one story. It's going to be a lot of fun. And he was like, I need a lady who can write this victim, and do it authentically. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants, a ditz or, she needs to be a fleshed out character. And for someone who's a fighter and female, but I mean, like, can understand what I would do in an altercation, and ultimately be able to write that, I think is what he's looking for. So I'm excited. I'm excited to write that one.
Oh my God. Laurie's keeping busy, folks, right? And you're not keeping busy like her, yo. Yeah, there is, right? You need a clone, Laurie.
I do.
Laurie's clone.
I need a clone. So they can do the writing, and I can do all the fun stuff like talk to Al and talk to people and go to cons. Like someone else can write the story. That would be great.
Hell yeah. Make those table appearances, homie. Yeah. So, all right. So before we go, always love to end with a piece of advice. So what advice would you give, especially, that you going from your first Kickstarter now doing this? Like, what type of advice would you give people, trying to step into this crowdfunding game based on the lessons you've learned?
Surround yourself with a community of people that are trying to, that have done what you're trying to do. So find people that have run successful Kickstarters, that understand marketing, right? That are willing to share with you their secrets, that are willing to answer questions about shipping and fulfillment and postage and like, how do you do all these things? If you've never done it before, there's people out there like myself, like Chris Brown, like Pops Van Zandt, where we're going to give you a place that you can feel like home. It's a safe place where you can ask questions, and people are willing to just hand you information to help you succeed, and will help you succeed. You know what I mean? Like, you can come on my show. I have a show now on Tuesdays called the Tuesday Morning Brew. I did it this morning on the Comic Related Madness Network. You were talking about being busy. I am busy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Do you
so
sleep,
it's like,
Laurie?
No, I don't sleep. Dude, I just booked a show on Thursday that starts at 11 p.m. I was like, I'm going to drink coffee that day.
Oh, yes. A bucket of coffee at that time. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. I'm thinking you're an inspiration. Let me tell you, you inspired me. Because my gosh.
That's just part of the game, though. It's like, we have a good product. We have a great story. We have beautiful art. We have a fan experience where it's like, you can do more. You can just read the comic if that's what you want to do. That's the bread, that's the meat and potatoes. That's your dinner. But if you want to solve the riddles, you can. If you want to participate in the short films, you can. We have this social media all over the place where it's like we play meme contests and caption this and answer riddles for sneak peeks and behind the scenes. And we just have a really good fan experience out there. So if that's what you're interested in, all you have to do is be able to find us and know that we exist, because that's half the battle. A lot of people would love to who have backed us the last time. I had some dude show up on the Kickstarter and was like, man, I really want a copy of that Everett Watkins cover. And I was like, well, they're sold out, but I'm going to a con and I'm printing some. I'll hold on to one for you. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make sure that everybody has a chance to get what they want. So he's very thankful, but it's like, again, it's like, if you say something like that, I'm going to accommodate you. But if he knew that we existed, he would have been here. You know what I mean?
A long time ago.
A long time ago. But it's like, if it's hard as an indie creator, that's half the battle. It's just having people know who you are and that you exist and what you do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, but I think people are gonna know who you are. Real.
I'm all over the place, so
yeah, you're busy, but you're doing your thing. You're rocking the Kickstarters. You're making fun projects. It's not.
And I'm having fun.
Here by my you can tell you're doing this with a big smile the whole time. Goes to show how passionate and that you are about this fantastic project. And I mean, who wouldn't be? Again, you have it's you and your homie creating such a wonderful looking book. Who's not gonna back you?
Thank you. I'm super lucky that I have Marco. He brings everything to life. You know what I mean? He really does. If it wasn't for Marco, I don't think that people would be able to see what's in my head as much, you know?
Gotcha, man. Salute to Marcos. Hopefully you'll come on with Laurie on the next project. He's too shy. I'll get the shine. Come on, bro. Where if I, kiddo? I'll make you
He's very happy letting me get on here and do all the talking. He'll come out every now and again. I think he's done 2 shows, and I've done like 60. I don't know.
Oh, damn, bro. All right. So for every 30 you do, he will do 1. All right. Gotcha.
That's about right. That's how the math works.
There we go. Folks, support this wonderful creator by supporting the project on Kickstarter right now. Path of the Prayer Writer, issue 2. Links are at the bottom. And she was talking about how you get involved, community. Follow on the socials. She has a Facebook group, Path of the Pale Writer, clickable below. On Instagram, it's path_of_the_pale_writer. And that's both for Insta and TikTok.
It's the same. You don't have
And then on Twitter, it's just at Path Pale Writer. Very simple. And again, everything's below. Follow, say hello, and most importantly, back this project. This woman is tearing up the independent comic book scene with this amazing book and more. And as she said, she got more coming from other places.
Lots.
So
I got lots coming.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna see a whole bunch of Laurie soon. A whole bunch everywhere.
Can I show you one thing before you go?
What you got?
It's like 30 seconds. I'll show you. This is the thing I'm working on right now, and it's a little creepy, but it's like it's perfect for Halloween, and it kind of makes people think.
I hate it when my VCR used to do
that. I was like, I hate it already. What is it?
Holy smokes. That is... What is going on?
That's exactly what I would like you to think right now. You'll see. There's something coming. I have plans, and this one's in the planning stage right now. So it's like a little tease about what's coming.
This is like the Ring. That's the Ring cassette. What happens after they view it too many times?
Yeah, your phone's gonna ring 7 days. Like that's the feeling I wanted you to have. Like something's wrong. This is creepy, right? Something's about to happen. So.
All right. Coming from the sick mind of Laurie Calcaterra.
Cute face, sick mind. That's how it goes.
Can't you wait to see that poster from the sick mind of? I can't wait. Salute, Laurie. You rock in everything you do. You continue to inspire and be awesome. I really can't wait to see what else you do. So as a fan, you created, just thank you. Muchas gracias for you putting yourself out there and sharing Love yourself in this way. Put in your humor, yourself out there. That's something very brave that a lot of creators, do, especially when you don't create. So don't shit on creators, people. Love and support and respect because they work very hard. You see, Laurie has no time of the day, poor lady. So all she does is work.
No, I have another interview tonight. It's like I cook dinner, jump on Al's show, go fix lunches for tomorrow for school, put the kids to bed, and then jump on another show.
Jesus Christ. You see? And she's a mom too. Jesus Christ. There you go, folks. Very busy woman. Salute and much, much respect to you.
Thank
for
you.
Sure. And folks, again, I forgot to also say she has a website. So you can also check out the website, pathofthepalewriter.com. Again, everything is in the links below. Click away, tell them Mega sent you, all right? And with that, Laurie, thank you once again for hanging out with me to talk about this dope project and everything you have going on. Really proud to see this growth since our last conversation. So,
man. Woo! It's been 6 months, but it feels like it's been like 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm just looking forward to like between 2 and 3 having that much growth again. You know what I mean? Like what am I gonna be able to do next time? It's
gonna be a lot wilder, and we're gonna talk about it here when that happens.
Oh God, you guys, the story is wild. So every time we go forward an issue, it's like, oh snap. Then she did this.
Laurie does many things. She's gonna terrorize us in our dreams with this stuff. I can't wait.
Yeah, it will.
Thank you again, Laurie. Folks, my outro tells you what to do. Absolutely. My outro tells you what to do. Other than that, just support all the shows. No Price Podcast, Outside the Panels, Definitive Crusade, Sloppy Spoilers, Cinema Crusaders, of course, Comic Crusaders Podcast. Check out Laurie's show on Tuesday mornings. What is it called again?
It's the Tuesday Morning Brew. You can come to the Comic Related Madness. We have a group. We have a YouTube channel. There's all sorts of content. We got about like 19 shows just with different, we have draw streams or we have different, categories. So if you're into indie comics, just come check us out. There's so much stuff to see. So many different styles and a lot of personalities. And usually they're all on my show. So it's like herding cats. We get derailed quite easily and just it's entertaining.
Excellent. There you go. You want to have fun on Tuesday mornings, so you drink your coffee. There you go. Laurie got you covered on that too. All right. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. Much love. Wepa! Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.